So, Coach, expectations are always high at James Madison. It's no different this season, with some polls having the Dukes ranked #1. As a first-year coach at JMU, how do you address that, and what goals do you guys have for this season?
Well, I mean, you expect expectations, like you said, at JMU, and you embrace them, and because a lot of good work's been done in the past to get to this point, and that's why people pick you #1. But I think the key to the drill is, #1, we have to commit to the process of improving every single day, controlling the controllables, maximizing our opportunities, positive mental attitude, great effort, so that we can improve as much and buy into that process of one day at a time, one play at a time, and consistency in performance. And eliminate the noise and clutter, which there's a lot of that out there, social media, national championship, this and that. At the end of the day, you don't win a national championship. You do the things you have to do to become the best you can be, put yourself in the best position for success, and you are the last man standing. And that's what we want to be, the last man standing. Now, there's a lot of excitement heading into this year because of last season, losing 4 games. When you win as much as JMU did over 2 or 3 years, okay, things start to slip and slide, but you're still getting the W. I know that Mike saw it. We talked, okay? But sometimes that message doesn't get across to those 17, 18-year-olds because they're getting that W. So we should have a lot of motivation, chip on our shoulder, humble and hungry, motivated and committed heading into this season, okay? And I know there's a lot of excitement right now from our players to get started, but we still got to do it on the field, when it's not always easy and fun.
It's no secret you've been at some extremely successful programs throughout your career, including your relationship with Coach Saban at Alabama. So what have you learned during your time with him that you brought to James Madison in regards to staying on top year after year?
Yeah. Well, he had a blueprint, and it was all about the commitment to the process of improvement and doing the things you had to do to become the best you can be day in, day out consistency. And as the leader, the head coach of any organization, any business, okay, but especially athletics, you're always on the lookout for complacency in the organization, whether it's players or coaches, because where complacency exists, improvement stops. And it's all about improvement. You either get better or you get worse, you never stay the same. The thing about Nick is he had a plan for everything. I learned a lot from him. I think it fit my personality a little bit. I'm not going to say we're exactly the same personality-wise, because we're not. But I did take a lot of things from him.
As we look at your defense, 10 starters are back this year, and statistically, you guys were amongst the top 10 in FCS last year. So, do you have any changes you're planning to implement on that side of the ball, and who are some of the guys you expect to lead that unit?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of starters back across the board, and Rashad Robinson also comes back on defense too. So Corey Heatherman, my defensive coordinator, came from Maine. They were #1 in the country last year against the run, #2 in the country in sacks. So I think we got a chance to be good. It's all about getting 11 guys to do their job, and when you do that, it's not addition, it's multiplication. And I think we made a lot of progress in the spring, the last half of spring. But what you got to remember too, we went through spring ball and we had about 12 guys that didn't participate that were starters or key players because of postseason surgery. So really a lot of these guys are going to be getting their first taste of it this fall in camp in preparation for our opener against West Virginia on the 31st.
You touched on a little bit, but there's also a significant amount of experience back on offense, especially on your line. What type of system would you like to run, and again, who are some of those players who impressed you during the spring?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think ideally I'd like to see us be effective running the football and be able to throw the ball down the field effectively. But you got to be, good on third down, red area, etc. But I want to be physical at all positions. I want to be physical on special teams, defense, offense. Protect the football, win the battle of explosive plays. Be able to run the ball, stop the run. That's the formula for success. I think our offensive line has a chance to be really good. We got 5 starters back. We got key backups back. We got competition up front. I feel confident my offensive line coach, Robo, can get these guys playing to the best of their ability. On the outside, we've got guys that have made plays, have had production throughout their careers. We've got a 3-way quarterback battle going, 3 guys I got total confidence in. We're breaking in some new running backs, and so it's about 11 guys doing their job. But, we've got guys that played, had success playing, and, we just got to get them playing kind of with a nasty attitude and play a little bit more like this at a high level and not like that.
Your first game as the head coach of James Madison is going to come against West Virginia. where you played, your father was the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
As you look ahead to that, how special is that going to be for you?
It's a coincidence. It's exciting. I haven't been back in a long time. I had a great experience growing up there. Everybody's always excited for the first game because it's the first game. But it's only one game of a 12-game season. We have 9 straight games before we have an open week. And you know, we're hoping to make a good playoff run. That's a lot of football. So, you know, I approach every game the same. I'm kind of detached and analytical when the game starts, you know, because you got to make some decisions that could affect the outcome of the game. You can't get caught up in your emotions. I might get cranked up in the locker room occasionally. And I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a great challenge. They're a great program, good football team. I think our guys will be excited to play.
Very nice. Well, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.